A few points about the Cold Steel Finwolf. Comparing it in one regard to the Ontario Rat One, which is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of folding knives. But if you notice, if I deploy the blade just a little bit, it just stays there. There's no tension pulling it down. That is not the case on the Finwolf or something like a Buck 110. So if I pull the blade out, it'll snap back. And it'll even do that against the force of gravity. So more than a few people's fingertips have been ruined by that. So I wanted to talk about how to, I think, best deploy this blade. The first off is Kevlar gloves. These are from Milwaukee. They're very well reviewed. And anytime you're working with a blade or even just doing difficult work in general, outside or whatever, these definitely come in handy. They're very inexpensive. So I'll post a link for that below. I recommend them highly. Regarding the knife, I think the best method to deploy it is to grab the blade and actually push in and rotate around this point, as opposed to just pulling down or trying to pull the blade up. It can slip. Grab here, push in, rotate here. There's no actual downward pressure, just a little pressure going in, which is easily resisted. So if you do that, you're pretty much, I think, eliminating any possibility of injuring yourself. And I just do the same thing in return to close it, and you're good to go. Also, you can actually use this against a ferro rod very, very effectively closed. And if you can do it closed, of course, a fixed blade, you can't do it like this. But with this, you're better off doing it closed rather than open. It's one fewer step deploying the blade. You don't have to do that. And you don't have a live blade out when you're moving your hand. So that's an invitation to injury. So use it closed. It'll work great. I think you actually have even more leverage with it here than if you were to grab the handle with the blade out. It's a further distance away from the hand, so you've got more variation. It takes more force to do it. Also, when you strike the ferro rod, I think you're much better off holding this towards where you want the ignition to be, as opposed to moving this forward. So this stays stationary, this moves back. It actually sends the sparks, it's closer to the source, and you're getting a lot less variation. One final point, as you pull it back, you can twist. And when you twist, you are increasing the surface area that's making contact with the edge of the knife. The shortest distance between any 2 points is a straight line. So if you twist it, it's not quite as short. So more material, I think, gives a little bit better sparks. So I hope that was all useful. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.